It's up to me to ensure my kids turn out right. It's up to me to keep the house perfect. It's up to me to fix my spouse, correct my coworkers, and figure out the next 10 years. Most of us operate on a hidden baseline assumption that competence is measured by how much we can personally manage, fix, or force into place. But the math of this mindset is inherently exhausting. When every responsibility starts with the phrase, "it's up to me," the logic becomes a closed circle, one that leaves no room for outside help, divine intervention, or even basic rest. Corrie ten Boom was a woman who survived some of the most extreme psychological pressures of the 20th century. She compared our lives to a train entering a tunnel. When it gets dark, a logical passenger doesn't throw away their ticket and jump off the moving car. They sit still and trust that the engineer knows the way through the mountain. Chronic stress is often the result of passengers attempting to hijack the train because they've forgotten there is an engineer in the front of the engine. This threshold is where anxiety begins. There is a difference between taking right action, doing your job well, and trying to seize total control. Stress enters the moment we transition from doing our part to demanding a specific outcome. We see the high stakes of this choice at the base of Mount Sinai. Moses and the Israelites were at a breaking point, reeling from a season of rebellion and the consequences of their own choices. In Exodus 33, God gives Moses a clear command: continue the journey toward the Promised Land. But the directive came with a terrifying caveat: God would not go with them, lest their stubbornness lead to destruction. Moses could have relied on his elite leadership skills. He had the resume and the experience to lead a nation solo. This was his chance to finally be the one in total charge. Instead, he refused to move. He told God that if the divine presence didn't go with them, they simply shouldn't move another inch. He chose surrender over the burden of self-reliance. If a leader as capable as Moses recognized that human effort without divine presence is a dead end, then our modern attempts to carry our worlds alone are equally destined to fail. To understand the psychological difference between these two paths, we can look at a simple family road trip across the country. In the front seat, the father carries the weight. He's the one navigating heavy traffic, managing the budget, and tracking the route. To him, the journey is a series of logistical problems to be solved. But in the back seat, the children are in a state of total peace. They are snacking, playing their games, and peacefully napping, completely oblivious to the complexities of the highway. The difference is trust. The children don't need to see the map or check the engine because they have total confidence in the driver. They are free to enjoy the journey because they aren't trying to drive the car. Lasting peace is found when we finally stop trying to map out every mile of our future and accept our role as the passenger. Surrender provides an immediate, profound psychological relief. When you decide God is in control, you no longer have to carry the outcome of every situation on your own shoulders. Think of physical tension as a diagnostic tool. Your body acts as a dashboard warning light. When your muscles tighten or your heart rate rises, it's a signal you've slipped back into the "it's all up to me" mindset. You can audit these reflexes by looking at your first responses. When you hear bad news, is your first thought, "How can I fix this?" When someone criticizes you, do you immediately start building a defense, or do you trust God to be your defender? Learning to spot these automatic control reflexes is how you begin to dismantle the habit of self-reliance and the stress that comes with it. This leads to a new daily framework. You diligently do the work in front of you, but you officially surrender the results. This isn't passivity. You still make decisions and work hard, but you submit those choices to God first. If a path doesn't feel peaceful after you've prayed about it, you have the freedom to let it go. Removing the illusion of control and letting God drive is the most direct path to a life that is overcoming rather than overloaded. While you work on retraining your mind, utilize nature to help your body. Scents like lavender and peppermint have been shown to physically lower cortisol, helping you find the calm you need to start trusting the engineer.